Well, it's our last day, it's our last meal, and we thought we'd come to Denny's. Yeah, it's 12:30 in the afternoon, folks. We yeah, there we go. Look,
logo.
We don't.
So many.
We've dropped our bags off in the hotel 12:30. We've got to wait till 2:30 to get our cab. So as we haven't been here, we thought we'd come in here and give this a go.
A farewell meal.
We're going to have a double cheeseburger and fries, I think. Many options here, but that's what we've gone for. And we'll show you it when it comes. We've had a lovely time here today, haven't we?
Yep.
Well, yeah, today.
Okay, guys.
Right, okay, David.
Okay.
We've opted for the double cheeseburgers.
The double cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
For both of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One with no pickles, though.
One with no pickles?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Does it come with fries, does it?
Yes, it does.
Good.
That's
What kind
it,
of cheese would you guys like? We got American, cheddar, and Swiss.
Cheddar would be nice.
Yeah, cheddar for me as well, thanks.
Absolutely. Cheddar, and one with the no pickles. Absolutely.
Lovely.
I just sent that back for you guys.
Thank
you very
you.
much, David.
And I'll take the menus if
Yeah,
you
by
don't
all
mind.
means. There you go.
Thank you so
Brilliant.
much.
Thank you. So friendly. Yeah, so what do we make of this holiday? Well,
I want to say thank you to our kids for this.
also just say hello to Martine and Eddie, who we've just had about a 3/4 of an hour chat in the
Yeah.
foyer.
Yeah,
They've
and they're
got
still here.
They've still got another 5 days to go, I think they said.
Next
didn't
Friday they go home.
they? Oh, is it next Friday?
Yeah.
So hello to you too, and also thank you very much for Lee and Jackie, who
Yes.
give us a little bit of a tour, and also to Amanda and Mark, who left us their kettle so we could have a cup of tea in the room.
And now thank you to our children and their partners and their children and my brother for this wonderful, wonderful holiday.
So what do we think of, well, where we are, Florida International
I
Drive?
love it here.
This is probably one of the first times where we was a bit disappointed to go home, Sharon, wasn't it? That's not taken away from we've enjoyed every other place we've been to, but a lot of people, a lot of people, it's not a lot of people, it's one person, said when we were visiting the Disney and all that, oh, it's just a corporate thing there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but what you get there is everyone's positive. The
Everyone's just so
ambience, it takes you
happy.
back to your childhood. There's no negativity there, which is a lovely thing, because I think you find that everyone in the UK, or most people that we come across, are all sort of feeling downtrodden by what's happening in the country, out of their control. But here you can forget all that, and it's a lovely environment.
And also, there is still so much more for us to see.
Yeah, so I mean, we haven't hired a car. We didn't feel the need to hire a
No.
car. The transport was very cheap. Coming home from the Magic Kingdom yesterday, or going there, was only $13.
It just depends as well what time you pick to go, I
We've
think.
met
There's a
some
lot
lovely
to do
cab
it.
drivers, Sharon.
Yeah.
We met,
There was Christopher, he had the Tesla.
he had a Tesla. He come from Jamaica, and he's
Yeah.
told us we've got to get ourselves out to Jamaica.
Yeah.
He said it's a fantastic place. And the cab driver, I didn't catch his name last night. He was,
Oh, begin with him. Oh,
can't remember.
not
But
Maurice.
he was a lovely chap,
Yeah.
wasn't he? He had a big Chevrolet, didn't he? First
Yeah.
American cab we've been in, and
Yeah.
we thoroughly enjoyed that. Would we recommend a holiday here?
Yes.
I was a bit dubious, as you well know, at the beginning, because when they bought Sharon her birthday present for Disneyland, I was a bit sort of, I thought Disneyland was full of, basically for children. Not at all. We've been on some really frightening rides.
Been
we?
absolutely fantastic.
You've gone on
Done
rides
it.
I never thought you'd go on.
Well, I didn't have no idea, did I?
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it.
We've tried some lovely food. We've had some great hospitality.
Chili's just
And I know
amazing
people
place.
say that, oh yeah, they're only being nice to you because they're earning their money. We found out one of the servers, we won't mention any names, their actual wage is $10 per sitting. That's all they get from the company they work for. And as a result of that, they have to make their money on the tip. So of course they're going to be nice, but it's nice being spoken to and chatted to by people being nice, as opposed to what we're normally used to is the servers don't really want to talk to you and they're not really happy in their job. Every server we've encountered has been happy talking and happy in their job
that's
as well.
even in McDonald's.
And they work as a team, Sharon, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So no, the environment is one of positivity, which is lovely. We've met a couple of down and outs sitting on the benches.
Yeah.
We've actually met an old boy yesterday where he was sitting there and he reminded me of my brother a little bit. Anyway, so I went over to him. We gave him $20. He was so appreciative, and he explained like where he's been. He's been to the UK before. He can't get treatment for his type 2 diabetes because he hasn't got an address, and he can't get any medication because he doesn't have any money, because you buy over-the-counter medication or whatever here for it. So yeah, he was a chap who had his personality still, even though he was on the streets.
He even said, "I'm happy."
Yeah.
He actually
Yeah.
told us he was
Yeah.
happy.
And he said, I'm not one of those who go out, buy him drink and stuff like that, he said. It's just that I can't get any work or anything because of living on the streets. He doesn't have a permanent
And his feet
address.
were bad, weren't they?
Yeah,
So-
and he's get the pains in his feet and all that. So yeah, we give him $20, which he was appreciative for. So yeah, we know there's another side to everywhere you live, because people have been saying, oh yeah, you don't want to go there. It's okay while you're there, but there's other places in America. But you can say the same in the UK as well. There's places you wouldn't want to go to in the UK and visit. You would definitely go on holiday there, but that don't mean we're going to slag them off. But yeah, we loved it here, and we definitely will be coming back. We'll probably go back to the same hotel. There are other hotels. It's just what you like. And I'd like to visit Miami as well. I still want to do
Cape Canaveral, didn't you?
Cape Canaveral, I want to see that. And whether we would do the Disney parks again, possibly, because as I said, the rides there are not fairground rides. They are things that take you out of your senses, push your boundaries with the way that they use the AI and also the visual aspect of
And it's a happy
riding
place, isn't it?
these places.
It's
Yeah.
a happy place.
Yeah.
It was magical there.
Yeah.
When you go through and you see all them lights
Yeah.
of an evening. and
Yeah,
these
I know there's negative people, and I understand people have a negative mindset.
fireworks, Absolutely.
Yeah, well, they will
amazing.
see that in this video,
Yeah.
Sharon. So this is our last meal. We thought we'd give Denny's a bash. People have said, oh yeah, Denny's used to be good and it ain't now, but at the end of the day, we're giving it a try. What's that you got there?
A1 sauce.
Sharon,
I've
show
seen
it
it-
around, let's have a look at the bowl.
I've seen it in a few places. I want to have a sniff.
A1 sauce, anyone had this before? Is it like a Worcester sauce, is it?
It reminds me of something.
What?
Oh, I don't know. You have to have a sniff. You have a sniff, and I thought it was going to be like Maggie seasoning, but it's not. It reminds me of something. There's a familiar sort of smell to it.
It's like a, I don't know, it's a brown sauce. I can see inside the bottle it's a brown sauce. Oh, and people have said, oh, you're putting on a bit of weight. Yes, we're on holiday. That'll all be coming off when we get back home into our routine. We've never been here before. We have pigged out a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't say we've really pigged out. We've not ate extra meals.
No, when I say we've pigged out,
he has an ice cream.
We have a breakfast in the morning, which I normally have. What you've seen me have earlier on in this is the bacon, eggs, sausages, and beans.
You don't always have the beans.
Don't always have the beans, and then we don't eat any more till an evening meal. When you've seen what that is in like Chili's or Longhorns, we've been in there. Those are the two main places where we've been, Sharon. And that's our meal. So, but the portions are very big. Yeah, I understand that, but yeah, I've put a few pounds. I know that definitely, but that'll be coming off when I get back into my regime back home. This is a once in a lifetime place for us, and
no, it's not once in a lifetime because we're coming back, baby.
It has been. It's the first time in this lifetime, and we will be coming back anyway. Right. Well, look at that. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, David.
No problem.
Thanks.
Cheers, buddy. There you go. There you go, folks. Look at that. Well stacked burger there. Look. That's just a twin cheese. Wow, look at the size of them patties, Sharon.
Single cheeses.
I thought it'd be like, you know, like the McDonald's ones, you get the small ones. Look at the size of them burgers, look. That was $14.50, I think it was, Sharon.
Well, that's
superb, wasn't it? Look at that.
Excellent.
Enjoy, baby.
Oh, I will.
Look at the thickness of them, folks, look. Lovely bit of onion on there. Why would you go to McDonald's after that, Sharon, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't, would you? Right, well.
It's like the old Wimpy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like being in a Wimpy. Well, a Wimpy on steroids again, Sharon.
Yeah,
which I've
Wimpy's
mentioned.
never this
What's them chips like? They're proper
They're
chips.
nice, actually. They're very tasty.
Lovely. Right, well, we're going to eat this, folks, anyway. Look at that cheese on there. Look. Superb. And we'll see you afterwards. Tell you what we think of it. I like to show you this, folks. Look what she's doing, look. Don't want to get down her t-shirt. I must say, Sharon, that is a real top burger.
It is.
I know it's in the shadows there, folk, but that really is a top burger. The beef patties are absolutely fantastic. They taste the beef.
This is where my brother comes for breakfast when he's here.
It is absolutely enormous. I've got to have a go. I can't go in fully. Bye McDonald's. As I said.
Recommend Denny's, I do.
Oh yes, definitely. After that experience, that's the best burger I've had here.
Chunky burgers. I should have had a single. Really.
And we've had a few of the other ones just to taste, haven't we? Definitely recommend that.
Very good.
Right. Gonna pay the bill. Get outside. Get a bit of sun before we get on that can. Oh, there we go, baby. That's where we just come from. I was a bit dubious about going in there, but I shouldn't have been because that was absolutely fantastic. And the only reason I was dubious is what a few people have said in the comment section, saying that it used to be good and it's gone right downhill now. No way, it's homely in there. It's not home cooked food. And as you mentioned, it's like a Wimpy on steroids, wasn't it?
And also the other day, this car park was packed.
Yeah.
So that tells you.
Yeah, whether they're different in different ones, but this one, the food there, fantastic.
Burger King over there is always empty.
Yep. There we go, just over there.
Taco's is always empty.
Where's that, Sharon?
That's down there.
Yeah, Taco Bell just over there. We've always empty. I know a lot of them are drive-throughs, but they all
McDonald's always has
McDonald's. Now, we found out a bit more about that one, didn't we?
Yeah.
About being the biggest McDonald's in the world.
Yeah.
It's the biggest play area it's got upstairs and all that, and it for the kids.
Yes.
That's what I said when we went in there. It didn't look all that big, did it?
It's even got your amusement arcades in there and all that
Yeah.
upstairs.
So it's the play area that's the biggest in the world, not the eating area.
Also in there they do pizzas. Freshly made pizzas. And it comes on a china plate.
Yeah.
And pasta.
We didn't experience that because we don't eat pizzas anyway. But there it is, folks. That's American Diners, Denny's. That's 7660 International Drive. Right next to our hotel, just through the tree there. We can peer.
Yeah, you can see the rooms there.
Yeah, and there's the rooms there. So, yeah, if you haven't got the on-site breakfast, you might want to give that a go. Anyway,
my brother goes there for his breakfast when he stays in that hotel, and he did tell me that. But I said breakfast are too good in that hotel.
Right, we've got just over an hour to go before we pick our cab up, and we'll catch you a little bit later. Bye for now. Oh well, getting on the plane now, Sharon. Get a bit tired, haven't we?
I think I'm in UK time.
5:45 at the moment.
I haven't got time for jet lag. I'm going to sleep as soon as I get on the plane.
Of course you are.
I'm so tired. tired.
Be in the same place, won't we? Hey, you alright? Alright, love.
Very good.
Good? How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Of course you are, baby. Right down the back, Sharon.
Hello everyone, and for those of you just joining us, welcome on board the British Airways flight to London Gatwick. Once again, there's any smaller items such as rucksacks, handbags, messenger bags, crossbody bags, tote bags, and any other small items must be placed under the seats in front of you.
Oh, well, you're a little bit upset, aren't you?
Yeah.
You thought we had a two-seater, you've actually ordered a three-seater, so you might have someone next to you for 8 hours. Never mind.
That's for you if you need it.
What's that?
Pillow.
Oh, so it's a little bit dusky outside now, folks, and we'll bring to you your flight home probably in the morning. You've got earphones here, Sharon. Okay then?
No.
She's not very happy. Anyway, hopefully she might have no one next to her, but
It's a full flight.
he did say it was a full flight in the air. There you go. Oh well, see you a bit later.
We've been to Orlando for the very first time. Our USA adventure starts on International Drive. The Rosen Inn International was the place we chose to be. The Lily, Wendy, and Norma served us up breakfast and tea. Our American dream came true in the Florida sunshine. We rode the rides that turned water into wine. We turned the years back and found our inner child, living the perfect life, so let the good times roll again. Our life is packed, so full of adventure, but America was once just a dream. The perfect destination or a dream to stay a dream. We'll only know our truth if we stay to the very end. Our American dream came true in the Florida sunshine. We rode the rides that turned water into wine. We turned the years back and found our inner child, living the perfect life, so let the good times roll again. We rode the rides at Disney, soaring high, high in the sky. Terror Tower had us dropping in the dark way out of sight. We loved most every ride, but we couldn't help but hide the longing for our loved ones at home on the other side. We walked the Magic Kingdom when the stars began to glow. The castle lit up softly like a dream from long ago. Fantasmic's fire lit the sky as memories played again. And in that perfect moment, we were young and free back then. Our American dream came true in the Florida sunshine. We rode the rides that turned water into wine. We turned the years back and found our inner child, living the perfect life, so let the good times roll.